More of the same, you know. We're a team that fights hard, but we have to find a way to win ball games, you know. And, you know, I put a lot of pressure on our defense because we had a lead in the fourth quarter multiple times, and we didn't get off the field. And to be as good as I think we can be, that's not okay. That's not acceptable. We got too much talent, too many guys that do it the right way. You know, we got to be better. And, you know, it starts with just looking in the mirror and figuring out what can we do to improve. You know, what do we need to do to win ball games, each and every one of us. Bye week, you know, a lot of self-reflecting and studying and trying to improve, you know, one or two different things. But this team has to believe that the fight's going to be worth it, and we got to fight our butts off. Whatever it takes, just be willing to do what's required.
The message is repetitive, or how do you say the same thing week after week?
I mean, we're in a repetition business, you know. I mean, they're not going to do so many different blocks. It's repeated blocks. We're in a repetition business, so, you know, I mean, fight, do your job, play football, find a way to win a ball game.
What needs to change right now after 5
I mean, I don't know if much really needs to change other than, you know, making the plays when they matter at the excuse me, I'm a little frustrated, but making the plays at the end of the game. You know, that's the only thing that needs to change. This team has a lot of fight, playing good football, just losing one-score ball games. And in this business, 70% of them come down to one score, and you got to win, you know, most of those if you want to be a playoff team. And we're not doing that. So, you know, the only thing that change is we got to find a way to win a one-score ball game. Yeah, I think so. You know, I mean, 5-game skid is crazy, especially, you know, by a total of what, 13 points, you know? I mean, that's just unique in this business, you know? So I think it gives us a chance to reset, you know, step away for a second and then come back with a vengeance. And so I think the bye is coming at a good time, you know, honestly the perfect time. And, you know, we got to come back with our hair on fire, you know, with everything we have, you know. So let's take a little beat, you know, reflect, and then put our head down and fight with everything we have.
With that in mind, then, with the 5 losses by 14 points, you've been around a little bit here. You've gone through something like this, I imagine. Is it even more frustrating than a loss? Because a loss is a loss, and you don't like it. But being so close and not able to get rid of it.
I mean, losing is frustrating regardless. You know, I'd rather be in a ball game and have a chance to win than to get blown out, if that's what you're asking. But to me, like, you know, I've lost a lot in this business. I mean, it's football, right? You're going to lose some ball games. But I've also won a lot in this business. And one thing I've learned is you got to play the game the right way. Win, lose, or draw, you got to fight with everything you got and be willing to, you know, stand on and sign your work. And so, you know, I know this team's got a lot of fighters, a lot of guys who are, you know, who are competitive and getting better each and every day. And I believe this team is going to be, you know, we're going to be in every ball game. You know, we're going to be in ball games. You know, as long as we keep believing that our efforts are going to matter. And I don't see that one guy that's willing to quit. You know, nobody's going to quit. You know, we're going to keep fighting, and that's the only thing you can do. Fight with everything you have.
Calais, 10 games left. Just how realistic is it to like find those answers pretty quickly?
I mean, crazy things have happened. You know, I mean, the realist in me is saying that, you know, like it's hard to win 10 straight games, you know, and then have to win games into the playoffs to do what we want to do. But can it be done? I think so. You know, the margin for error is you know, very small if we get lucky. You know, really is zero. And so we got to do something that's really hard to do. But could it be done? I think so. You know, I mean, and it's just finding a way to stay in the moment, fight with everything you have, and just give it our best shot. You know, if it don't happen, it don't happen. But let's give it our best shot and see what happens. You know, and my job is to make sure everybody keeps believing that everything they do is going to be worth it.
Talking about after the end of a game like that, just what else could have been done?
A couple plays here, a couple plays there. I think that we had some explosives down the field that we just couldn't get to. But you know, I think it's there though. It's there. We just got to put it together.
Do you feel like some of this is getting repetitive, and then how do you fix some of this?
I mean, continue to execute at a high level. I think everybody just needs to focus on what we can improve individually, and then I think everybody improves individually, we'll be better as a team.
Marvin, when players say it's just a play away, is it really just a play away, or what can you pinpoint
Yes,
it to?
it's a couple plays here or there, but like in this league, when it's one-score games, like it's literally a play here, a play there, goes your way. You get a first down, we go into 4-minute mode. It's just so many different things that go into each game, but really it's a couple plays here that
When
we did deciding factor.
When the game is getting close as it did just there, and you guys are getting ready to go after that 2-minute drive, you're having flashbacks. Like, how do you try to wipe out what has happened in the previous couple weeks? Because that's been the lingering theme. So, like, when you guys do get right back out on the field, what's kind of going through the mind?
Execute. We have the right people in the building to execute our offense, our game plan, and we just got to go out there and do it.
Marvin, what did you make of the way Jacoby played again today?
He's played really well. He played really well. I think there's a couple plays he wish he had back. I think that's all of us. That's naturally in the game, but I mean, he played really well today.
Does the bye week come at a good time where you guys can kind of reset it all?
I mean, last year the bye week came at a good time, and it didn't do well for us. So I think it's never really a good time for the bye week. You just got to continue to get better each week, though.
Just where's the mindset right now with the team, and just what's the message right now?
Yeah, I think right now, we need to focus on being able to take this time into the bye week just to work on what do we individually need to work on, and within each position group, what do we have to work on as a unit. We're not trying to fix 10 things at a time, 20 things at a time. Just how can we enhance individually, just one thing to cut down the margin, so we're not losing the close games like this,
Can you pinpoint just when it kind of just turned in the fourth quarter?
I mean, honestly, I feel like we were in the game the whole time. I didn't feel like there was just like a moment, a turn where we weren't able to fight back to be in it until the clock hit 0. I feel like we were in it the whole time. We just have to continue to sustain even longer and be able to come out on top.
What do you think of just the O-line play, obviously going up against a guy like Marvin Harrison, 6 sacks tonight? Just what do you think of the O-line play today?
Yeah, that's not acceptable across the board. That's one of the main things that I know us as offensive line that we have to look at ourselves, and we have to continue to evaluate our process to make sure that when we step on the field, that the product that we put on the field, it reflects the work that we've put in.
I just think it's just got the ball, got it at the right time. Jacoby threw me a good ball, and really just the defense they played. No silver lining in anything, but happy I was able to get in the end zone.
Has there been more of a focus when you guys do get into the red zone to be trying to get you the football?
No, I don't think any different than last year. Each play is designed based on coverage to go, to a certain spot, and coincidentally, the Packers just, gave me 2 opportunities today to get open, and I'm happy Jacoby was able to find me.
Just how frustrating another game.
Yeah.
Another one-score game that just doesn't
Yeah.
go Will's way.
Yeah, I mean, very frustrating. I think we're, we're right there. I feel like I'm a broken record. We're right there. We're so close to winning, and just didn't get it done this week. Very frustrating. Obviously, this game's hard. This league's hard, and there's going to be a lot of one-score games, tight games, and we just got to pull together and figure out a way to come out on the other side.
I'm sure you guys have tried to rack your brains. Anything you can come up with as to why these keep happening?
We're not scoring enough points. It boils down to us. We got to score more points to win the game, and right now we're not scoring enough points. So I think the offense just needs to be better. We got to look ourselves in the mirror and figure out a way to get better and find a way to win a game.
What did you think of the way the offense played today?
Thought we played okay. There's the 4th and short at the end. I'm sure we wish we can get that one back, stay on the field, but I thought we executed well. I thought we moved the ball well. there's always plays you want to get back. There's always things you want to get back. But I thought as an offense we played okay, and but okay isn't good enough. We got to be better, and got to find a way to, like I said, score more points next week.
When it comes to Jacoby, what is it that's unique about his style of play that's allowed him to be so efficient these past 2 games?
I think he's just a true pro. He's a guy who's been in this league for a long time. He's played in a lot of different systems, played a lot of football. So he's been around. He understands the game, and I have full confidence every time he's in there that we're going to go out and execute.
Trey, there was a moment when you had a ball in your hands and you were a little frustrated afterwards. Just what was the conversation like with Jacoby on the sideline after that?
I'm not entirely sure which play you're talking about, honestly. I'm an emotional guy out there. I get frustrated a lot, so it's probably just me overreacting, truthfully. But Jacoby's a great guy. He's one that will listen to me, and I don't know which play, honestly, you're talking about, but it was probably just me overreacting.
Trey, is this one sting you more that you got to sit on it now for 2+ weeks in a way?
They all hurt. You want to win every single game, and I don't think this one hurts any more than any of the others, but it's frustrating, and we got to get back to the basics, find a way to win, in a couple weeks versus Dallas.
Trey, kind of going back to your earlier point about the scheme and the design of everything, how much of your recent success has been just because of the scheme, or has it been your relationship with Jacoby, or has it been a mix of both? What would you attribute it to?
I think no matter who's back there, I feel like I can be successful. So I don't think it has anything to do with Jacoby. It doesn't have anything to do with who's back there. I think coaches do a great job of getting guys open, and I just try to execute the play that's called, and today it just wasn't enough.
I mean, it's kind of heartbreaking. I mean, it's tough. Like when you put in the work all week and, you come up short in this game and, not only this game but the last, 4 or 5 games. And but, all you can really just think about, the positive about it is, we still in these games. Like it's not like, we're getting blown out or anything like that. It's coming down to final drives, final plays, and things like that with great teams. So I feel like that says a lot. We just got to find a way to get over the hump and, play a little cleaner on all 3 phases and, just lean on one another, in this tough time and, just try to be at our best each and every day. I feel like it's tough, once you lose in 5 straight and things like that. But I think the attitude of this team is right, and guys excited to get back to work and just go down to Dallas and, be able to try to get us a win.
What happened there in the second half, do you think, that allowed the Packers to kind of get going a little bit?
I mean, it's kind of hard to say. I have to watch the film to see, but I feel like they just, started to make a few plays and, got comfortable a little bit. And, yeah.
Mack, what could – I mean, I know you were just kind of saying it right there a little bit, but the fourth quarter seemed to be a common theme for this team. Why would you – is there anything that you could pinpoint it to, like in the conversations that you guys have had throughout the week? Has there been something you guys have discussed that maybe keeps on reoccurring?
Yeah, I mean, that's something that obviously we've been talking about as a team and as a defense. We haven't been finishing games the way we like to, and, that was the main focal point today was – okay, we're up at half, let's go out and finish this game. And, obviously we know how we've been playing the last few games in the fourth quarter, so let's finish. Like, let's play our brand of ball. And we just came up short again, obviously, and I feel like the guys fought hard to the end. Offense gave us a chance to win, and, we just got to find a way to just pull it out.
Mack, it just seems
Mack, do
like
you think the
little
bye
things.
week is coming at a good time just so you guys can kind of recalibrate a little bit?
Yeah, I mean, it's a time for guys to just reflect on the season, how things been going. I feel like obviously it's a great time to look yourself in the mirror, too, as a player and see what you can do better and things you need to work on. And, yeah, man, just honestly, I feel like just use this bye week to get your mental right and, just be ready to come back and work your ass off when it's time. Like, when we come back, it's time to roll. It's time to go. It's just that simple.
Mack, do you feel like this defense has to play perfect? Like, it seems like you guys do so much right out there, and then the littlest things seem to just kind of go your way at times.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't necessarily say perfect. I just feel like we just got to focus in on the details a little bit more. I feel like, when guys get a little tired, including myself, I feel like some of the details might slack off a little bit. So whatever they may look like, I feel like we just got to hone in on that and just like I said, lean on one another when those times do get tough. And, just be able to try to surpass it and just keep working hard throughout the game and just play hard.